Okay, boys, here we go. It's been a little bit since we've done this, so I wanted to do it again. They've been piling up, so let's get into it. Let's look at it. Let's see what everyone's done. And it's a perfect time to do it. Team of the Year has just passed, so let's see what people have put together. And there is one player you're going to notice. I'm going to try to explain it a little bit, but it is what it is. Leave it in the comment section down below if you've got this Bobby Orr at 91. If you don't, unfortunate, but he will get there eventually. Some people did luck out and get him. They built him before they brought it back, and they just let them keep them. So that's a positive for them. Unfortunate for everyone else, but you will get your 91 Bobby Orr. Let's take a look at some of these teams, and I'm thinking we're going to see at least one team of the year on everybody's squad. What do you guys think? Leave in the comment section down below, but let's get into it, see what the community has done with their team lately. So we're going to start out with the Bandits, and the Bandits are looking like they've got a handful of Team of the Years, a handful of X Factors, and just a whole lot of everything. We're going to see here that they're not going to do X Factor Kucherov so far, at least, and they're not doing X Factor McDavid. It's almost like they've decided they're going to keep them, or are they just building everything else that they wanted? Because they got Hallebuck, they got Keller, they got McCarr, they got Hughes, they got McKinnon. Is it time for them to slowly put an investment into getting the other two? Or do they just leave it as is? I would probably make the investment just so I didn't have to upgrade them throughout the year. But, I mean, that's up to this player. Obviously, they're not worried about dumping all of their resources into stuff because they've got an unbelievable team with, of course, the 91 Bobby Orr. But, hey, when you got Roberto Luongo on your backup, you don't really care about coins. This guy clearly going to probably do the upgrade eventually. What? Natalie, Spooner, Heisey, McDavid. Do we just get a whole bunch of Team of the Years? And then this is the downer about this team. Do I tell it, like, where do you go? What do you say, like, hey, you need to improve this? You don't. This guy's team's done. This guy's team, for all intents and purposes, is done. It'll upgrade. He's got nowhere to go. His team is locked. And this is the problem with chase cards. For EA, not for the player. For the player, this is awesome because now he can just play, upgrade, and not have to worry about spending any more time on the game. Like, he can play what he wants to play, and he doesn't worry about rewards because his team is done. Right? That's the best thing about the year-end chase cards. But unfortunately for EA, the negative about EA, the year-end chase cards are this guy will no longer be putting an investment into the game. Right? It's a catch-22 on either end, but this guy's team is absolutely ridiculous. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and hit Nordique's up, who has Kucherov. Nordique's, are you going to be turning Kucherov into the Team of the Year Kucherov? I'm curious. We got Dominik Hasek in there. He took Matthew Boldy. Nice. I would have taken Matthew Boldy. I didn't fully, I took all Canada. We don't have the Larkin yet, but I imagine that Larkin's coming. He's got a couple of Team of the Years, which is lovely to see. And then, just a stellar team. I would not do anything. Maybe upgrade your center position, but eventually you're going to have Couture at 88 overall, and you're not really going to worry about it. This team's pretty good. I'd honestly just wait. I'm at this point, you're just waiting and seeing what sharpshooter event is going to have for us. 90 overall cards. You might get yourself a nice sharpshooter defenseman that could take over for Montour, or you might get a nice sharpshooter that could take over for Ryan Strome, waiting for him to get upgrades. And then we got the All-Stars here. Again, of course, you're going to see these Team of the Years on everybody's team. The Kucherov, McDavid, McCarr, McKinnon. You're probably also going to see some Kellers and Hugheses. And then we also got the Axel Sandin Palika. Everybody's got, there's a handful of cards on this team that you're going to see on everybody's team, and it's just the way it is with the chase cards, the most dominant cards, the best cards in the game. But as for what you can do right now, it's absolutely nothing. You're just waiting. Waiting to see what the next event has to offer. Maybe you get rid of Bork. Maybe you get rid of Blake. There's nothing really for you to get rid of. All these cards that you got on your team are really good, really strong. Maybe Sakic goes and you put a center on there. Maybe you get a sharpshooter center. But as of right now, your team's pretty stacked. And then we got NHL Hut CCC D92 D2. Yep. That's a team name for sure. One Team of the Year. He's got the 89 McDavid. I'm going to go out onto the limb and say he will be turning in the 89 McDavid into Team of the Year McDavid. I'm just going to say that because, I mean, why wouldn't he? It'd be crazy not to. And then we obviously got Palika, Taze. I took Devon Taze, so I think he's a really good one. And then he's a champs player. He's got a couple of 10 wins and above. So he's a 10-win champs player who's got Leclerc, Guerin with a good line. We're going to be Matiko. We're going to be looking to replace Matiko soon, but he's tall enough that he gets by. Your champs cards will go before then. This is a competitive player team build right here. This is a competitive player team build. You've got a great team all around, good speed, good shooting, everything. And good size. This is a good team. There's nothing you could do to touch this team until the next event comes out, which seems to be a trend. And talking about trends, we have 7. What's that? 7? We have 8. What's that? 8? What's that? 9? We have 9 Team of the Year cards on this team. 9 Team of the Years with 3 holos and 1 fantasy. That will be 2 fantasies that will eventually be 99. So this guy essentially has 4 spots on his team that he can rearrange. Like eventually Palika will be gone. Eventually Yzerman, Dvorsky, Messier, and Kyrou will be gone. So there's 5. Eventually those 5 players will be gone, but everything else on this guy's team is done, set in the wind, right? Kyrou, maybe this upcoming event, he gets somebody gets a sharpshooter card that could take him, but there's nothing, right? This is where people move on and start playing a different game, because your team starts to look like this and you lose that carrot, you lose that chase. There is nothing for But Bandits. There is nothing for But Bandits to chase here. So like this kind of team is why people get bored this late in the year, is because they're done. They can jump on, play 4 or 5 games without having to worry about rewards, because these cards all upgrade and you don't need to worry about it. This one's kind of cut off. This one's taking a little bit of a weird one, but Texas Patriots. We're going to keep this one short just because it's so small, and it's a general consensus of everything that we have already seen, except he's got Dougie Hamilton. So I like that. He's got Dougie Hamilton. Good for him there, but he's got all the holos, all the Team of the Years that you'd expect, and Garland. So again, this guy has 5 interchangeable, 6 interchangeable spots. Again, he's done for the year. Michov. You would think that you would have a Michov on this team somewhere. I would think anyway. But Team of the Year Kucherov, that's just the regular Kucherov, though. That is not the ultimate Kucherov. So keep that in mind, that is just the regular Kucherov, not the one that upgrades. Not a bad looking team. The sharpshooter event's going to be really good for you. You're going to need 1 more D, get rid of Quinn Hughes, or maybe you're turning Quinn Hughes into Team of the Year. I don't know. If I had this card right now and I could get enough 87s, I'm doubting you do. With the looks of this team, you are not somebody that participates in Team of the Year. But this is a really good team, and I would probably wait for sharpshooters and work on a right-handed sharpshooter and try to get that card for free just by doing the event. Because you'll be able to do from wild card to moments and objectives, you'll be able to get a free MSP, and I would put it towards a right-handed player. And then we got a Grip Doozy. Yes, Doozy? Grip Doozy? Grip Doozy. Where have I heard that before? Anyway, Grip Doozy. We have 5, 6 Team of the Years, including Hellebuck. You love to see it. Honestly, ball out. Ball out. Get Bork out of here. Go get Quinn Hughes and just ball out. Go Keller, Hughes, Hedman, and just run away with it, right? But then we've got also, you need a replacement for Messier. That'll probably come in sharpshooters. Sakic. Brett Hall's still got a nasty shot. Connor Bedard, probably your next one off the team, if I had to guess, unless you're a huge Bedard fan because you're a Chicago Blackhawks fan. Maybe he gets a sharpshooter card. You never know. And then D to D 1Ts. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 cards. Sorry, 15 cards out of his team that are set it and forget it. And man, D to D, you got a sick team with Cirelli, McKinnon, and McDavid's nasty. And then you got this second line is nasty. You got 94 Keller on your second pairing. Is gross because of Ekholm, obviously. But this is a nasty team. But again, it's a team that you're sitting there like, what do I do? And you can't do anything. You can't do anything. You're stuck. Unless you plan on putting one of these expensive cards on the bench that you chased to put somebody else out there. But you're not. You're going to get rid of Palika. You're going to get rid of Kyrou. You're going to get rid of Sale and Dvorsky. You're going to interchange those cards throughout the year unless they come out with like a fantasy card of some kind. Like if they come out with a Fantasy 4 Nations, you're probably going to get 2 of those. They're going to pop off. And the next thing you know, you have no spots left. This team has play on words after Draisaitl. Definite play on words after Leon Draisaitl. But yeah, so we got Division 2 player. He's got all the most impactful team of the years. The only one he's missing is probably probably just Keller. Kucherov could help because he's got his X Factor. It'd be cheap enough to do. But yeah, Kucherov, Keller, and then if you could, Hallebuck. But Hallebuck's not a must. Keller's probably the safest team of the year out there. So if you could get her, that'd be solid. But other than that, your team's pretty sick and stacked. You're waiting on Forsling upgrades. You're waiting on Zucker upgrades. And you got a bunch of hollows and team of the year. Again, same problem that we're looking at is your team's locked in for the year. That is the team review, guys. Now, we love it. We hate it. You know, team of the year is good. Hollows are good. Chase cards are good, right? Everything is good. But the teams you have seen here is the downside of that. Is all these players have earned and built a great squad. The downer, of course, being all these players have nowhere to go now other than just playing the game. And with no carrot to chase, it really hurts the desire to play more and more and more. But hey, guys, you've built the team you love playing with. Play with them, enjoy them, do what you want as much as you want. And those are some community teams, guys. Leave a thumbs up if you like this video. And in the comment section down below, how many of those cards are on your team, or who do you have that you didn't see out here today? Thank you guys for watching. Till next time. Ciao, ciao.